Today we have Debbie Sickles will be doing our prayer. Larry Mays will be doing the pledge. Four-way test, Annette Weiland. And the song by John Clark. If everybody would please rise.
I'm already up.
Please bow with me. Dear Lord, we thank you for this beautiful and glorious day, for bringing us all together for a special cause to serve others. Please bless our bike ride this weekend. Spare us a little rain. Let it be out of our area by Saturday, and let all the riders, the drivers, the SAG team, and everybody be safe as we do this journey. It is one of our best fundraisers, and you truly have blessed us with that. We thank you for this food. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Join me in the pledge to our nation's flag.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please join me in the four-way test of the things we think, say, or do. First,
Is it the truth?
second,
Is it fair to all concerned?
third,
Will it build goodwill and better friendships?
and fourth.
Will it be beneficial to all concerned?
Okay, it looks like no visiting Rotarians today. No? Okay. We do have several guests that I'm very, very excited about today. So, Jim Sandin, will you please stand and tell us who you brought today?
Welcome Glenda Osborne, former Rotarian, and a repeat veteran corner marshal.
Okay, and Mr. Bill Ralston?
Well, I have three guests from Carabide who are members of my parking team.
Yay!
We have Julia Stevenson, Joe Capatillo, and Miss Zuniga. I can't remember the first name. Jeannie Zuniga. Anyway, welcome and thank you for
Welcome! Very nice. And I see GISD has some folks over here too. We'll let you introduce everybody when y'all speak, okay? You have somebody?
I have my guest today. He comes once a year, David White. He is a veteran SAG driver, the only non-Rotarian on the SAG team. And I just keep inviting him every year, and he willingly says yes. He knows the route and knows the score.
Very good. Thank you. Okay, let's move on to Happy Bucks and Deck of Destiny.
All right, who's happy about being here today? Have something to announce. Right over here, Debbie Sickles.
I'm GISD proud.
All right. Anybody on this side of the room? Look, here we go.
You know he's got to say something.
I'm happy today is National Cheeseburger Day.
That's right.
I didn't know that.
I'm happy today, and I'm going to put $10 in the Happy Bucks, and I challenge everybody to reach in that pocket and give a few more dollars for our Happy Bucks this month.
David. Oh, we got to mention. The challenge is on.
I was only going to put one in, but he caused me to pull out a $5. I'm not going to go 10. But anyway, my OCD is coming through. I've sent out 2 group emails to the SAG team, and in spite of that, I'm going to remind you that we're going to have a brief meeting after the Rotary meeting today, back over by the windows. It won't take more than 2 or 3 minutes, but I need all the SAG drivers present to go over there. Thank you.
Okay, SAG drivers. Bill.
Well, I'm only putting $1 in because I'm really happy that Bob Jordan figured out where the vests were from last year. And so if he needs to put in $5 to make up for it, we'll accept it.
I'm accepting Graham's challenge, Larry's challenge. And I'm putting in $10 and Gloria found those vests.
Okay, challenge is on.
I've got more money. I've got.
Oh, the challenge is on. You wait and then you come back. All right.
Well, there's $5, and I'm unhappy and happy. Let me get back here so I don't get stabbed in the back. Keith, I'm responsible for the rest stop crewing out in the field, and I want to announce to you at this particular time we have one naked spot. Number 8, museum does not have anybody to go out and manage that rest stop. Now it's very simple. We took away the fruit and food, so all you have to do is dispense water or Gatorade. So I hope somebody comes forward, because I'm going to put a sign on the table, sorry, lack of volunteers, or we don't get anybody. Now, I'd like to continue on with a star of the setup, so to speak. The smoothie stand is probably the most difficult thing we do. In the past time, Dan Reinbold has come down and dropped a couple college kids with us, and off he goes. Well, 2 years ago, a student from East Texas State, A&M, sorry about that. Anyway, she came over and took the job on, and for 2 years done an excellent job. So I sent her an email probably about 4 or 5 months ago, no response. Finally got a response, sorry delay, yes, yes. And then I got another, sorry, I broke my toe, I can't come. Oh, my goodness gracious. Okay, so I sent her another email, how mobile are you? I'll give you a good chair to sit in. Then she comes back and says, my mother will drive me over and I will come and help supervise making smoothies. She is my nominee for Rotary, non-Rotary Volunteer of the Year. Thank you.
Okay, one more time. Everybody knows Saturday's coming up, but I desperately need someone to help Link tomorrow morning, 9:30 in the morning at Walmart to help load fruit, bring it down here to the garage, break it into the different rest stop groupings. Then again, at 3 o'clock on Friday, that's when all the rest stop people will be coming to pick up the water, the fruit, and everything for the rest stops. Link needs help helping some of our rest stop people to load their stuff, especially those big heavy water bottles and stuff. So if you could please help out either one of those times, that would be great. Please let me know so I can tell him what to expect. And if no one has approached me for volunteering, I just happen to have my volunteer sheet again. So if you have not volunteered, if you've not signed up, please, please, this is a huge fundraiser for us, and we need all hands on deck. Thanks.
Let me stop you right there and say, Link, I will help you. I'll be happy to help you on Friday morning. I can't do the afternoon, so somebody... Thursday morning. Okay.
Thursday morning, 9:30 is the pickup.
Oh, no, I can't do that then.
And then 3 o'clock on Friday afternoon.
Yeah.
Well,
It's going to
require a lot of lifting.
A lot of lifting. That's the problem. We need, I'm probably going to be there. Okay, so because we don't seem to be getting any sort of help here. So, but anyway.
Put in $1 just to translate what Dewey told y'all, and so some of you understand. There's a bunch of old people that are running the rest stops, and they can't lift anything. So you young guys, you come out and help them put it in their trucks. That's what he meant to tell you.
How many young guys can be there Thursday morning?
I'd like to thank the club for running the cotton patch thing on my birthday, and I put a fire down for that.
Hey, hello.
You get to say that 5 times.
I'm going to match Larry's 10 here. I want to express gratitude for my regular, repetitive corner marshals who served many times after the years, and the new people who have volunteered as well, and to thank CareVide for providing some volunteers as well. And I'll be outside in the red Volvo after the meeting on the tailgate and hand out flags, vests, and T-shirts for the corner marshals. Now, if you wonder what a court martial does and you're just dying to do one, I have one more opening, and it's a lot of fun. You can call me and notify me afterwards.
Thank you. CJ.
I'm accepting the challenge and I'm giving all I have. It's only $1, but it's my uttermost heart.
Rich Carter, I saw you put that $1 in there. You got something to say?
Nope, just contributing.
All right, you're happy. That's it?
Always.
Okay, who else? Who else? Larry James again.
We're getting late.
Thanks, guys, for taking my challenge.
That's good. All right, I'm looking around, going. Oh, Larry.
Just dropping it in. Excuse me.
Nothing to say?
No, we'll save it for next time.
Yeah, I got that.
All right. Everybody happy? Oh.
Where's the money going?
Where's the money going?
It's fish.
It's fish.
Yes.
I can't make Cotton Patch because we will be officially merging this weekend, so we'll be at work at the bank all weekend. But we will be Hancock Whitney come Monday morning.
She is very upset that she doesn't have to get to work banker's hours this weekend.
I may just be a guest, but I am happy to be here. Helen Williams with GISD with Amy Wade and Dr. Liggins. Thank you for having us. It's a great club.
Thank you, Helen. All right, is that it for today, guys? We're approaching $700 on this deal. So, Dr. Liggins, would you do the honors?
Sure.
Say the numbers slowly and loudly.
The number is 3, 4, 7, 6, 8, 6.
Wow.
Get excited at first.
Who won?
Who's got it?
Who's got it?
It was whoever bought right before me, because I have
7,
8
6, I think,
right.
last time.
8, 6.
Here it is.
Don.
No. That's the one we pulled out, sir.
Well, who's got 8-6?
I think
Don.
Oh, Dawn's got it. Okay.
I went down Monday and mowed and I mowed that corner.
7 spades.
Yeah, same
Yay!
All right, the Happy Bucks it is going to Fish Ministries. Specifically, it is going to the PB&J campaign. I know I didn't get the little things up on the desk today, on the tables today, but please make sure to bring PB&J. We just have a couple more weeks for their MARC program, the Meals for At-Risk Kids. So we need to make sure to, we've got a ton back there. We need to get even more, and we want to line it all up just like we did last year. I also want to make a couple of other announcements very quickly. The Goblins and Ghouls meeting is tomorrow night here at the Landmark, 6 p.m. This Goblins and Ghouls meeting is for anybody who wants to learn about what we do in the haunted house. So if you have kids, I don't know anybody that knows kids around here. Any of you have any grandchildren, anybody that you think needs, just wants to have fun, they have community service hours for Beta Club or Student Council or anything else. What?
16 and above.
16 and above, and I also heard not community service hours for probation. So I heard somebody say that.
Business after hours.
I know, business after hours. And I'll also tell you what else we're doing, the Royal We in just a minute as well, on tomorrow. But please make sure to send families, parents, and 16-year-olds and above down here tomorrow night at 6 so that we can explain to them what all acting in the house means, and it is fabulous. They love it. I'm telling you, wants these kids to get down there. They get addicted to it and want to come back every year. The next thing I have on my list is North Texas Giving Day is also tomorrow. And we as Rotary will be at Landon's at 4 p.m. to give them give CASA is who we're giving our money to this year for North Texas Giving Day. We will be there, and when I say we, I mean David Weiland and myself for sure, and anybody else who would like to come and be in the photo to give CASA money for North Texas Giving Day. So not only will Rotary be at North Texas Giving Day and then at Business After Hours and then at Goblins and Ghouls. It's going to be a fun day tomorrow. And the last thing that I want to say right now is on your tables is a flyer for the End Polio Now campaign for the Commerce Rotary Club. It is going to be fabulous. They are doing a planetarium show, $10. They're going to have a gala, a little meet and greet kind of thing ahead of time, and then the planetarium is doing a special showing for them. So please go over and support the Rotary Club of Commerce. Okay, now we have Amy. You're presenting today, or is Dr. Liggins presenting today, or Helen? Somebody over there on that direction is presenting today. Okay, whomever that is, please come up and introduce. Hey, y'all sit there and look at it.
You're not kidding.
Oh, sorry.
Why don't you introduce yourself?
So, Amy, why don't you get Amy and Helen come up and introduce yourself and everybody else, and then no. There we go. It's all on film. So, come on up.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. I'm back. Thank you all so much for allowing me to come and present to you each year to give you an update on what's happening in Greenville ISD, and really gives me an opportunity to brag on our kids and all the amazing things that they're accomplishing along with their teachers and administrators who are supporting them. Start by saying we're off to a great start. We're in our 5th week of school. That it seems like the first day was just yesterday, but we're actually 5 weeks in. We have our enrollment, especially in our, particularly in our pre-K program, is the highest it's ever been, which is a great start for us because we really, having our kids who start early, especially our kids who qualify for pre-K, including our economically disadvantaged students, really helps us get things moving in the right direction at an early start. This year, academically, the state, for the 2nd year in a row, are assigning letter grades to all districts based off of STAR test performance. We, for the 2nd year in a row, scored a B. It's a higher B than the B we scored last year, so we're going in the right direction. I would challenge everyone to recognize that B does not define everything that our kids are doing and able to do, and all the amazing things that they're doing. It also doesn't identify some of the work that we still have to do to continue to grow and to get better. So we celebrate the B, but we don't put a lot of weight into it simply because we know there's a lot of other things that count and that impacts kids more than a one-day test to determine how they can perform on that. I think a couple of presentations ago, I was here asking you to help us do a tax swap and for 2 cents without a tax hike. And this school year, we actually, with the help of the legislature and a variety of things, lowered the tax rate by 7 cents. So that was really good news for us. And we also have earned the highest rating given by the First Financial Rating System of Texas that rates schools' financial situations. We are at the highest rating possible, which is an A superior rating.
That's awesome.
We were able this year to pass not only a balanced budget, we were able to pass a budget with a surplus in it, and we are also the savings account for the district. As you will recall, when I arrived in the district, it was dismal, and we're to the point now to where we are at and above where the state requires us to be in our savings account, which is 3 months of operating costs. So that's another great thing to celebrate. Because of that, we were able to give employee raises. We gave 9% raises to our teachers. So since my start, our teachers have gotten a 15% raise from the time I've come in. And so we're still competing with, we are in a unique situation to where we're just close enough to the Metroplex to where we have to compete with some really big salaries. But when we recruit teachers, we try to let them know that those extra big salaries there are actually hazard pay. So if they come here, it's actually more worth it. This year we focus on 3 particular goals. And just to make it simple, everyone in the district's aware of these goals, and everyone's aware that this is what we're doing in order to move forward and continue to achieve and become more and more successful. The first one, obviously, is our main job, academic improvement. We want every single student in our district's goal is to grow 1 year academically. That, in layman terminology, that means, as you probably are aware, we get to, just because you are a 3rd grader does not necessarily mean you're on 3rd grade level. We have kids that come from a variety of different situations and different households and learning abilities and whatnot. So basically, we expect that if a kid comes in, whatever level they're on when they enter into the 3rd grade, let's say, for example, they come in with a quarter in their pocket, we expect them to leave with at least 35 cents, if 10 cents is a year's worth, and not 25 cents or less than that. So making sure every single kid grows a full year of their potential. And also empowering our teachers and campus and other educators to improve their skill set, providing rigor and engagement for our students. As you may or may not be aware, we offer a full-day pre-K program. This is something that the state just this past legislature meeting required of all districts throughout Texas to provide. Greenville has had a full-day pre-K program, 3- and 4-year-old program for many, many years, well before the state had required it or funded it. And so this is an opportunity for students who qualify because they're low income, because they come from a family that speaks another language at home other than English, and a variety of other foster kids, it's a variety of other economically or disadvantaged opportunities. That's really to close the gap for students so that they can catch up to their peers of more affluent ability and incomes. And so that's for 3- and 4-year-olds. We've also implemented Rally Round Reading. We thought this would really play on Rally Round Greenville, then it went away. But we still have Rally Round Reading. So Rally Round Reading, what it is, it's powered by Footsteps to Brilliance, which is an app for students, or for kids, from birth all the way until 8th grade. It's a reading app. It's an opportunity for kids to learn early literacy. Literacy is the foundation of any education, any learning whatsoever. If a kid cannot read, they're not going to be able to learn math. They're not going to be able to learn science, because all of those require reading abilities. And so really focusing on literacy. One of the exciting things about this program is that it is not a Greenville ISD initiative alone. Although Greenville ISD School Board did fund this project, it is a project that's for any student or any kid that lives within Greenville city limits. So we actually, so it's liking it very much to putting a geofence around Greenville, the city of Greenville, and anyone that's in that can download this app. And it's a lot of fun games and things that really get students up to par on reading. One of the things that's beneficial to the district for doing it, for kids that do, and the majority of the kids do come through Greenville ISD that lives in Greenville. So by the time they get to 3rd grade, get to the 3-year-old program or the 4-year-old pre-K, we are already have data on their ability set, how far along in reading they are, how many words they can read, do they know their alphabet, the sounds, all of that data is already in place. But we have kids who go to the Christian school that can utilize this, kids who choose to homeschool, as well as kids who go to the other school that opened across town. We have the Greenville Pledge. This is something, last time I was here, I spoke to you about the fact that we have partnered with the University, Texas A&M University Commerce, to provide an opportunity and a pathway for 100% of our students. If they graduated from Greenville ISD, they were able to go to Texas A&M University Commerce. And we're really excited about that. That started with last year's seniors and really seen an uptick in kids who chose that route. This year we are going an extra mile, and any student who graduates from Greenville ISD that is economically disadvantaged, which is about 70% of our students, get a full ride to Texas A&M University Commerce, just and so we're hoping that will really encourage a lot of our students whose parents didn't go to college or don't see college in their future, to show them that that's an opportunity that they can take advantage of, despite the fact that what their family income may be. We also continue to offer dual credit courses. Dual credit are courses where, while in college, we have students in high school, while in high school, they're also taking college credit simultaneously. So if I'm taking 11th grade math, that math is linked up also with college math, and it's a more rigorous course, but I get credit for both of them simultaneously. And we have students that can graduate with up to 24 hours of college credit while still in high school. We've started a Portrait of a Graduate. One of the things that the Portrait of a Graduate is, this is something that, what we've realized, we have kids, as you know, that are starting school now, this year, that are 3 years old. They will graduate in 14, 15 years from high school. As our society is changing, technology is increasing, we have artificial intelligence, a variety of things happening now. As educators, we really don't know what skill sets students will need 15 years from now in order to be a successful person. But we do know that kids will need to know how to collaborate with people in a group and work together. We do know that they will need to be able to respect differences and be able to get along with people. Those soft skills that are necessary to get any type of job where it will be is something that the Portrait of a Graduate is looking at, because we do realize in those 15 years, what they're being taught as far as math and technology and all that will change. But we do know that as human beings, those skills that are necessary for just everyday, any type of job, are something that we're training. Some ongoing things that we continue to have, I talked to you about these last year. We have our Growing Up Bilingual program. That's a program where we have both native English and native Spanish speakers working together. It is now started in kindergarten last year. It's now in first grade, and these kids are growing up, are matriculating through the systems in both languages, and will eventually be both biliterate and bilingual in English and Spanish. We have STEM, which is science, technology, engineering, and math. We have those type of programs and classes, including our robotics programs and solar car, and a variety of others that are pre-K actually through 12th grade. Our early college high school is a little bit different than our dual credit, and where dual credit kids can take up to 24 college credits from AJC. This partnership allows these students, which these are, we have a second group now, it's freshmen and sophomores. These kids will actually graduate with an associate's degree because all of their classes, for the most part, are both dual credits. And so they're getting simultaneously, they'll get a 2-year college degree, actually a week before graduating high school, as well as our career and technical education, which to many of us was vocational type classes, which are much more technical now. We still provide over 57 industry certifications that are recognized in the industry that students can leave with and go get a job right out of high school. Some of the things we're working on for future that we're working on now, next year, we'll be opening up cosmetology and barbering school for our high school's freshmen, moving in that direction. Researching now a firefighter academy, as well as a Global Leadership Academy for our elementaries, which is an International Baccalaureate program, which is a very rigorous program that is recognized internationally for its rigor, as well as the MT Academy. Some of the things, this is exciting news to know. We'll probably starting about next semester, we have, as you know, we have several career technical education programs. We have a veterinarian technician program, we have culinary arts program, and we also have an auto mechanic and technician type things. 3 things that we'll be offering next semester to the public is pet grooming by our vet tech students. We will be offering culinary arts, meals, as well as auto repair and body. These are things that would be offered to the public at a very minimal cost, basically at cost. But it's an opportunity for our students to get real world experience. And one of the things that I would like to, before we even start advertising this isn't a subpar type of service you'll be receiving. These kids are actually trained by our vet tech program is actually, there's a veterinarian doctor that actually teaches the course itself. And so we have, these kids are being trained by trained professionals and professional chefs, professional mechanics that have worked in the fields for years. And they're getting, like I said, by the time they're graduating, and sometimes throughout they have multiple certifications that are industry recognized. And so it's just an opportunity for them to start kind of getting some on-the-job training while still in school. Second goal we have is our culture. We are making sure that we have an environment of high expectations where our kids feel loved, appreciated, and challenged, and so do our staff. Unfortunately, we live in a world now, and we all live in this world, but in education we take particular interest in ensuring that our students have a sense of belonging, our students have a sense of that someone cares about them. We have to make sure that we take care of the whole child, not just necessarily the academic portion of the child. As you know, school shootings are running rampant, and usually when after school shooting, someone will say, yeah, I knew that kid was having trouble in this, I knew this kid. So we're trying to take that away to make sure that the adults in our schools can recognize that, and we're taking care of kids beyond just what they can do academically. One of the things we've implemented district-wide, 100% of our employees, from myself, the superintendent, to the teachers, to custodians, to bus drivers, everyone has taken this training. And this is the training really to get to know kids beyond just academically. This is a chance to get to know what kids are interested in, what makes them tick, and things of that sort. We also have emotional support. We have counselors on every single one of our campuses. And so counselors go out and they do training on, they talk to kids about bullying, they talk to kids about self-harm, they talk to kids about how to take care of yourself, how to make friends depending on the grade level. There's a variety of things that we make sure that kids get into. We also have our own police force in our district that is working to make sure that our kids feel safe, and that we practice drills and a variety of things to make sure that should the most unfortunate event occur, that we have things in place in order to make sure that we have as less tragedy as possible. We're also continuing our Pride campaign. This has been very exciting. I'm sure you've seen our yard signs throughout the town. We have the decals on the cars or businesses or wherever you'd like to put them. And this year's theme for the district is GISD Rocks. One of the things it's kind of a play on words. At our convocation, we had rock and roll type things, but it's also every single employee received a rock that, and they had a time before school started where they could decorate the rock with any type of Lion Pride or GISD Pride and have hidden them throughout the town. So then there's a little note on the back of each rock that says, if you find this rock, put it on your social media, hashtag GISD Rocks, and go hide it again. It's just a fun way to spread pride throughout our community in general. We continue to have the Pride Center, which is a Community Resource Center. This is something that opened last year. We offer Spanish and English classes to our parents and any community member that would be interested in it. It's just, these are evening classes where people can come in and we offer things. We're still in the planning phases right now with CareVide, looking at providing health services program. Our parenting classes, we've had a variety of parenting classes that have been, some are more well attended than others. You know, some of them was his homework a nightmare at your house, or hidden apps for teenagers and on their phones that parents aren't aware of, things of that sort. And we also have a teacher resource center where our teachers, instead of having to take their time to go and make copies or to cut out things for projects and all of that, we have volunteers that will go to the teacher resource center. Teachers send in their request, and a volunteer there takes care of all of that for them. And so that's just a few things. We're also doing recognition of our staff. Hero of Hope is something that has really taken off. We've done that 3 years now, and it's just really, it is any employee in the district that has been recognized for really being special and making a difference in kids' lives. We've had custodians recognized, we've had cafeteria workers, teachers, anyone could be nominated, and so that's a really cool, neat thing. We have super teachers, which are recognized every 9 weeks, and they go out to lunch with me and get a shirt that they can wear to show that they're a super teacher. Every single employee in the district on their birthdays get birthday cards personally signed by me, and we do campus cookouts where we go and we cook for campuses, and just a way to make people feel appreciated and enjoy their jobs. And our last goal is attendance. Attendance is something that's of critical importance, first of all, because if kids aren't there, kids can't learn. And so our goal is to make sure that our kids are present, accounted for. A lot of the previous things I talked about really help us get our kids to school. We have a large population of students who are on free and reduced lunch, so when they're there, we know they're fed, we know they're taken care of. And so we want them to be at our schools to where we can take care of them in every way possible. And we also obviously want our staff to be present, because there's no substitute for the teacher, really. So that being said, I have a quick video for you.
I think what made me want to be a teacher here at Greenville ISD, and specifically at Carver, is just being able to give back to my community, being able to give back to those who were able to pour into me. I want to be able to pour into others as well.
The teachers here, they honestly, they teach different than teachers at other schools. I had a student today tell me, I like this school because the methods that the teachers use here are different. I've been at 9 schools, and this school's got the best teachers.
Right now, I'm blown away with the amount of enthusiasm, with the amount of support, with the amount of just happiness that goes around. I love it.
This day and time, the classroom has changed so much since when I was in school. I remember having to sit in a desk all day long, not being able to move about the room. But this day and time, the classroom has changed so much. They have iPads, they have flexible seating, where you can choose where you want to go in the room to learn. And I think that's a great thing. Students would enjoy that versus being in one spot.
For me, I think that's the most empowering thing in my life, is just building relationships with my students and my future students. You just have to find that one common thing that you have with them and grow from there.
So today we're actually doing home visits, where we're going out and meeting with our parents and going into their homes. And so we'll talk to them about their child. We're going to get to know mom and dad, build those bridges, build those relationships, let them know that not only am I here for your child, I'm here for you as well.
You know, they do always say that it takes a village to raise a child, you know, so we're, showing the parents that we are, we don't just go to school for a paycheck.
Take the second left onto Clark Street, then your destination will be.
In working together, teachers and the families, instead of being two different folks fighting for the achievement of their kids, now we become one.
Thank you. I will entertain any questions. Is this it?
Here's a question right here.
Oh, your question. Okay.
You said that 70% of the kids are disadvantaged and they're going to get a free ride at the school. I did a quick wag on that. It looks like $2 million a year. Where's that money coming from?
The endowment and alumni and all of that are partnering with the university. It's a partnership, an MOU we entered with the university, so it's all on them. It's really an opportunity for them. They're trying to increase their enrollment. The new president has been very, very interested in working with things, and so when meeting with him, he was very open to the idea and very excited to provide us that service. So, yes, sir.
I don't really have a question. I just have a comment, and I just want to say how proud I am of Greenville ISD and you and all the staff of all the hard work that y'all have put in. Y'all have come a long way in the last couple of years, and to be where you are at this point, like I said, I'm real proud of you.
Thank you very much. We still have plenty of work to do, but I agree. We have an amazing staff that's working really hard to continue moving this forward. Yes, sir.
When they published the grades from the TEA,
yes,
there were 2 or 3 of our elementary campuses that completely failed.
Yes.
Can you tell us about that or what we have to do about that?
Yes, we had 2 schools that completely failed. That's one of the reasons when I talk about the A through F system, it does not define what a kid is capable of in general. It's based off of a test on a particular day. It's a snapshot in time. Those happen to be our 2 most economically disadvantaged campuses. Both of them have well over 90% of their kids live in poverty. One of the things that the F that the state gave them it doesn't recognize the fact that those are kids that go home with backpacks with food to be able to eat at night. Those are kids that the teachers are careful to give homework because they're not sure if they actually have lights in their homes. Those are kids who some of the time the only meal that they receive are when they're at school or they're going home to take care of younger siblings and things of that sort. So it's still no excuse, and we're working very hard to make sure that we provide every service we can in order to make sure that those students are successful. But it doesn't take into account that some of those kids grew immensely, and just because they didn't make it over that hump on that one day, on that one test, that's defined them. So as like I said, so we celebrate the B we've made as a district, but we realize there's a lot of things we're doing that are A+, no doubt, and there's a lot of things that we're doing that we need to get better than that aren't even a B yet. So it is, it's the state's grading system, so we play the game because we have to, and we know those grades are important to the community, and so we're working to make sure that we have all decent grades. But unfortunately, if you look across the state, the more economically disadvantaged districts, the more economically disadvantaged campuses fare much poorer than the districts and the campuses that have more middle class and upper class students and families. All righty, well, thank you all so much again. It was a pleasure.
We sure do appreciate that update, and you're going to think this is a joke, but I'm dead serious that I'm thankful that I was not defined by some of the grades I made in elementary school, and especially the grade for plays well with others. I failed that every single time. No kidding. Yeah. Yeah, I know you're shocked, right? So a couple of things that I wanted to note off of some things that Dr. Liggins said. Number one, just there a moment ago, he was talking about the kids. 90% of the kids in some of these schools in our district are the exact reason that we're doing peanut butter and jelly. So if that doesn't put a face to why we do this, right here, that was it. That speaks to exactly why we're here for our community and making sure that these kids go home with something to eat at night and on the weekends too, by the way. This is not just at night, this is all weekend long. The second thing I wanted to speak directly to you, Dr. Liggins, you mentioned the International Baccalaureate program that you have already instituted, you will be instituting? Will be. Funny you should mention that because Rotary has a program called Interact for high schools that is a leadership program. So that would be something very interesting that we could work together on. Absolutely. So I think that would be a great partnership there. I want to tell you a couple little things and then we will go. Number one, I need the board to stay for 1 second just to look at an application. So please, board members, stay and let's vote on an application. Number two, David Ellis back there has visitors cards on the desk every week. He's putting those up there. Please get these little cards and take them with you and hand them out to people that are possibly interested in coming to Rotary. We need to invite some new folks. And also community service hours are on, the form is on your table, so please make sure to fill those in and leave those on the table. Okay, anything else to bring before Rotary today? Yes, sir.
My guest.
Cotton Patch Classic, the brochures are on your table. Please take them, hand them out.
Yes.
If you need more, I've got about a half a box left here, so please.
Yes, get everybody down and also riding in the race this weekend. Yes, ma'am.
We brought some bags and some brochures that are on your table, and so please take one. And if there's not enough bags, I can bring some back for y'all to have for next week. But please, those are for y'all to take. Thank you very much.
These are good bags. I've already been using the one I got at quarterly membership luncheon. Okay, that's Rotary for the day.
This video has been brought to you by Juice 34. Juice is your community-owned provider for electric, internet, cable TV, and true local programming.